And we welcome you to the south side of Chicago and Rate Field. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the Chicago White Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Today's starting pitcher, Shane Smith. What do you have on him, Chris?
Obviously, there's a lot of pressure in this ball game, but important just to try to diffuse that. Take your deep breaths, step off the mound, do whatever you need to do to get yourself in a position. I wouldn't try to get all the strikeouts early. Get the defense involved in this ball game, see if they can get you through a few innings, and then find that groove.
Just about ready to roll. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And we're underway here on the south side of Chicago. The next pitch misses, and that's ball two.
Strike one.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Off the mark there. Full count now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. 3-2. Stays alive. Payoff pitch. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovello. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boog. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Over to first, and they get the out. This is Corbin Carroll. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. Middle of the first. No score after a half inning. We go to the bottom of the first. And getting the start for Arizona, Zach Gallen. What do we need to know here?
Obviously, there's a lot of pressure in this ball game, but important just to try to diffuse that. Take your deep breaths, step off the mound, do whatever you need to do to get yourself in a position. I wouldn't try to get all the strikeouts early. Get the defense involved in this ball game, see if they can get you through a few innings, and then find that groove.
Liner, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Stepping in, Kyle Teal.
Bowling.
And the 1-0.
Strike one.
Gallen, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016.
That's a ball.
Mydroth gets his lead at first with nobody out. Line drive, caught. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Colson Montgomery, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. Stretches out and hauls it in. So digging in, Miguel Vargas.
That's the ball. Ball, inside.
Two and 0 to count. Here it comes.
No, that's
He's
the ball.
just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Right through there for a strike. He swings and fouls one off.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
And here's a 3-2. On the ground. Oh. And it goes just foul. Here comes a 3-2. And ball four to aboard.
Ball four. Take a base.
First and second, 2 outs. Benintendi steps to the plate for the White Sox. Inside, backs him off again. Two on, 2 outs.
Nope, that's high.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Runners hold. Count moves to 2-0. Just missed. Two on, 2 outs. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that's the inning. Scoreless after 1. Here on the south side, second inning set to go. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Ball. Ball.
The 2-2 on the way. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two now. Got him. And there's one down. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Nolan Arenado at the plate now. That's ball 1. 1-0. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Boog, Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Hey!
On the ground to the
Nope, that's
left. And that's just foul.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
Swing and a ball popped up. Murakami in position. Takes it in for the out. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
No!
And that is out of play. Fly ball down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Munetaka Murakami. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Whoa!
Good hitters count the 2-0. To third. Arenado to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And now it's Austin Hayes. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
That's a ball.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's two down. Edgar Caro steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. Ball one low. Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So up next, Luis Angel Acuna. Fastball for a strike. Second inning here, no score. Here's a 1-1. Broken back ground ball to second. Marte over to first, and the inning is over. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here on the south side, all set for the start of the inning. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
No, that's a balk. Up.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Next to hit for Arizona, Adrian Del Castillo.
Yes.
Oh, 1 down. Swing and a foul out of play. And a base hit right there. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Alec Thomas now. Swing and a foul straight back. Top of the third, no score. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Fought off foul. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Del Castillo, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. This one in the air center field. Acuna under it. He makes the grab. So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Geraldo Perdomo digs in now. He's 0 for 1.
Ball 1.
In the dirt. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Ball 2.
In the dirt. Now throw to first, but back easily. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Ketel Marte, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. Three-two. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Got him swinging. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. One left for the Diamondbacks. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back at right field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Chase Mydroth steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one catches the corner for a strike. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Swing and a ground ball. Throw on to Santana. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Here's the catcher, Kyle Teal.
Ball 1.
And another ball. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. And that drops in for a strike. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4. Runner on at first with one gone. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Colson Montgomery.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Here comes the 0-1. Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Ball to strike. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Miguel Vargas. Misses
No,
just
that's a
off
ball.
the outside edge. I think that was a strike. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. And on further review, it was a strike. So they've still got both their challenges. There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
Man on second, 2 down. That one misses. Ball 3. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Man at second. And that
That's
one
out the
off the
corner.
outside edge. And ball 4,
Take it
2
easy.
aboard. First and second, 2 outs. Benintendi gets a chance to hit here. And fouled off. The White Sox looking to strike first here in the last half of the third.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And that one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. This one gets away as he can't handle it behind the plate. And the runners will move up.
Oh, this is a real gift here with 2 away. That's a pitch that needs to be handled behind the plate, and he knows it. Now you got to deal with 2 men in scoring position instead of just 1. They need a big pitch right here to get out of it.
Teal at third. Vargas at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
Well, needed a big strikeout to get out of danger. Turned to the deception of that changeup. Great execution. Really sold it with the arm speed. Had his opponent way out on that front foot.
Here on the south side, out of the 4th, Ketel Marte stands in now for the Diamondbacks. No question about this one. It's out of here. He nails one out to right. The Diamondbacks score first. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Next to hit, Corbin Carroll. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Well, these Diamondbacks showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Now 1-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. This one in the air. Montgomery settles underneath it. And there's one away. And now the catcher comes up to him. Gabriel Moreno. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. That's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Yeah, it's a really nice catch right there near the wall, and you have to use everything available to you. Know when your feet leave the grass and hit the warning track. Also, when you're able to, use the bare hand to feel for exactly how close you are. And right there, perfect use of his instruments.
Two down, nobody on. That
That's
one
a
way
ball.
inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Hit in the air, center field. Acuna under it. And that is that. Snake strike first with a solo shot. It's now 1-0. Bottom of the 4th, so up now for Chicago, Munetaka Murakami.
You know, these White Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
That one finds the zone, 0-2. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. No swing. He held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there. Upstairs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
So digging in, Austin Hayes. Flied to right his first time. Breaking ball through there for a strike. The 0-1.
Ball.
Right through there for a strike. That one misses. 2-2. Oh, great stop. Throw to first. Got him. Nice play. So now the DH spot, Edgar Caro. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Caro measures 5 feet 10 inches, 205 pounds, and he was born in Cuba. That one inside. Look out.
That's a bar.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Out there to center. Thomas has a beat on it. That is the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They're down 1-0. Back here on the south side, new inning getting started. Carlos Santana stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Fastball for a strike. Mydroth throws to first. 1 away here in the 5th. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Pavin Smith went down on strikes his first time through. In the air to left center. And there's 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And the batter now, Adrian Del Castillo. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Oh, look at the stop. To first. It's there, and that's a great play. And the Diamondbacks down in order, but they still lead it 1-0. Back at right field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
In the air, right field. 1 away. And up next for Chicago, Chase Mydroth. 1 for 2. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. On the ground,
Foul
right
ball.
side, and foul ball. Here's the 0-2. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, that high four-seam fastball, it's become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Teal stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5.
No.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 3-0. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. Swing and a miss. And now 2-2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Center field. Thomas moving back for this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the White Sox nothing. Here on the south side. Close game here and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. At the plate, Alek Thomas. And that's outside. And that is ball 1.
Yes.
And that skips in the dirt. Fastball is outside. Line drive, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Shane Smith done for the afternoon, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Jordan Hicks.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So the lineup flips over. Now at the plate, Geraldo Perdomo. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Thomas aboard here at first with nobody out. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Double play ball to second. Can't glove it cleanly. Quickly to second for one. To
No, he
first,
got it
not
safe.
in time. Great effort there. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. He's produced the only run of the game with his solo shot earlier.
Yeah, the pitching's been outstanding in this one, so that home run has really been the only big sign of life from either offense.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner around second. Throw into third. In there safely. Now Corbin Carroll to the dish for a big at bat. Just missed.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Runners at the corners, one away. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The 1-1. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Two on, one out. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. And that's outside. Struck him out looking.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Gabriel Moreno. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Corners are occupied with 2 down. And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two on, 2 outs. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Hard hit into the gap. 1 run will score. Slams off the bottom of the wall. Here comes Marte around third. The relay to the plate, and he's in there as they score a pair on the play. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jordan Hicks is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. The left-hander on now, Brandon Iser.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So up next, Carlos Santana. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Moreno, the lead runner at second. Arenado at first, 2 out of the inning. And that one almost hit him. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And now 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's the 2-2. That one just misses.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. In there, sets him down on strikes. They limit the damage here, but they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. Bottom of the 6th. So up now for Chicago, Colson Montgomery.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. A solo shot, and they cut into the lead. It's 3-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Now here is Miguel Vargas. This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they cut into the deficit. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Andrew Benintendi steps up. In there at the knees. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here in the bottom of the 6th. Smash down the left field line. And an automatic double now as it hops the wall in foul ground.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Zach Gallen will depart. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Pitching change here, Trey Jamison.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
And up next for Chicago, Munetaka Murakami. Hard hit to third. Whips it across. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. So now with one away and a man at second. So up next for Chicago, Austin Hayes. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Whoa.
Man at second.
Hey.
The 1-1. Chopped on the ground. Throws to first in time.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
And here is Edgar Caro. Two outs and one in scoring position. Sliced hard but foul. Ground ball right side. Santana throws to first in time. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here on the south side, top of inning number 7.
Well, they just scored some runs in that last frame, and now they have to make sure they don't cough them up on defense right away. No better time than right now to have a 1-2-3 inning.
Smith up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Activity in the bullpen. Jordan Leisure, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Taylor getting loose as well. Iser, in his second season, he features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Nice. Doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone. So as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
And a foul ball. The 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
That one the other way, and that'll get down for a base hit. And a man aboard.
He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Alec Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Out to short. Off balance speed. There's one. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Geraldo Perdomo will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Thomas off of first with 2 away. Missed with a changeup, and now it's even 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Step off throw to first.
No, he's in there.
And he dives back in safely. On the ground to third, Vargas. They get the force. That's the third out. Inning over. 1 left for Arizona, but they're up 3-2. Back at right field, set for the last half of the 7th, Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox. Ground ball right side. Santana takes it himself, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Chase Mydroth now at the plate. 1 for 3. And that is out of play. The D-backs trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Check swing, he held up, and 1-1. This one in the air, right field. 2 down. Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Trey Jamison done for the day, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Paul Sewald.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Kyle Teal getting ready to hit. Close, but call the ball. And it's 1-0. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. And it's a called strike after the review. So they've still got both their challenges. Looking to get the tying run on base. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. The 0-2. Fastball almost got him there. Two down, nobody on. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They trail it 3-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Grant Taylor.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Well, 1-run game. Here's Ketel Marte. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Acuna under it. And there's one away. And now Corbin Carroll. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jordan Leisure getting ready to go. And a big swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Moreno, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Strike 1.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Diamondbacks down quickly, but they still lead at 3-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Ryan Thompson.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And the batter will be the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. He's already homered in this game.
Nope.
Action in the pen down there. Kevin Ginkel, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That one misses, and the count is filled up. And a payoff pitch. Right side, and it's just foul. That was close. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And the tying run is on base. Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Slider right there. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. Really important at bat coming up now.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate.
Strike one.
Outside corner, there's a strike. Nobody out. The tying and go-ahead runs are aboard here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Tap foul at the plate. Good job to fight that one off. The 0-2. Fair ball. Montgomery on his horse around third. He scores to tie it up. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Ryan Thompson departs, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Brandon Garcia.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 3 so far in his debut.
Yeah, great time to get that batting average off the runway here.
That one catches the zone, and it's 0-1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
2 runners in scoring position, nobody out. Check swing, went around, and the count is 0-2. Got him swinging for the K. And that is a big first out.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Hayes in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. Garcia will challenge that pitch thinking it's a strike, and that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep both their challenges. 1 down, runners at second and third. Swing and a foul out of play. Oh, 0-2 now. Way inside. Two on, 1 out. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Rips one to right. Brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. Runner from third comes across. They lead it in the 8th. So digging in, Edgar Caro. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
And foul ball. Benintendi on at second with 2 down. That's to third, Arenado. throw
No,
pulls
he's
him
safe.
off the bag, and he's safe.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden you got another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity they're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox. Up and in, and that's ball 1. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Tapped on the ground softly to short. Perdomo. They take the force out, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. Through 8 full, the White Sox lead this one 4-3. Last chance coming up for the D-backs. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with a W.
Arenado leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Carrying well. Out of here. And this game is tied.
That swing completely changes the momentum of this game, Boog. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Carlos Santana stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the 9th. That pitch in for a strike. 0-2 now. That one almost got him.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
Now up next for Arizona, Pavin Smith. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Oh.
Tied at 4. And another ball. Ground ball left side. Fires to first in time. Now a chance for Adrian Del Castillo. That one a little bit high, and that's ball one. Dominguez thought that was a strike, and here's the challenge. And on further review, it was a strike. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Two down, nobody on. Check swing called strike. And it's 0-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It gets down, a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
And now it's going to be Alek Thomas. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. That's a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
0-2 now. And ball one. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2-2 now. Just missed.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Payoff pitch. Lined, and that's a base hit. Around third. He'll score easily. And in the ninth, they take the lead.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Sir Anthony Dominguez gives way. And he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Jordan Leisure.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Geraldo Perdomo, known for his late inning heroics.
Hey!
Man on second, 2 down. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball one. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Oh, 0-2 now. The shortstop takes the ball. Man at second. And that misses. And the count is 2-2. What a stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order due up. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the White Sox 4. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Kevin Ginkel.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
My draw. The leadoff batter as he looks at ball one. And another ball. One-run game, bottom nine. Turned on, but foul wide of third. A little out front there as he swings through it. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Got him looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Kyle Teal digs in now. Outside, ball one. Just missed.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
That one misses, and now 3-0.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. That's in there.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pump and gas.
Swings and misses, struck him out. White Sox down to their final out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So it's their last chance in this one. Next to hit, Colson Montgomery. And that's downstairs. And that is ball one. The Diamondbacks trying to close out a one-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Nice grab. Over to first. And what a play. Ball game.
Well, all game, this team had to battle with that 10th man, those fans making a lot of noise, but they took the lead in the 9th inning, quieted things down, and were able to get those final 3 outs in the bottom half as well. Just a very well-executed ball game.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Chambi saying so long from the south side of Chicago.